School of Broadcasting in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Hi, this is Toxic Mike, owner and on-air personality here at Toxic Radio, and a proud graduate of Connecticut School of Broadcasting in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. The internet and social media have revolutionized the radio industry, and it shows more with Toxic Radio than anywhere else. Connecticut School of Broadcasting can provide the hands-on training you need to start a career in broadcast media. CSB has placed thousands of grads in exciting careers, from radio to television to sports broadcasting. They've been around for 50 years, so you know what that means. Connections, connections, connections. And in this business, connections are key. So call 1-800-TV-RADIO. Start your road to a career in broadcasting today.
Okay, we all know shit's getting pretty weird recently.
Real wrath of God type stuff.
Exactly.
Fire and brimstone coming down from the skies. Rivers and seas boiling.
40 years of darkness, earthquakes, volcanoes, the dead rising from the grave.
Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
Well, maybe not all that bad, but people are stuck at home, we're disinfecting everything in sight, and there's no damn toilet paper.
None of this makes sense.
But here's one thing you can count on. Toxic Radio will be here, rocking on with great music and as many of your favorite shows as possible, like the Heavy Metal Happy Hour and Supreme's Funky Contradiction. And of course, nothing can stop the hair metal weekends. So keep it right here with Toxic Radio, and we'll see you through to the other side of this mess. In the meantime, this is the whole crew at Toxic Radio saying, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep rocking. This is one time it's okay to play it safe, but never with your music. Always play your music toxic. Hey, buddy. Rah. Hey, man, that's a sweet Heavy Metal Happy Hour t-shirt. Where'd you pick that up?
Thanks, dude. I got it at the Toxic Radio shop.
Toxic Radio has a shop?
Yeah, dude. It's in the app or online at toxicradio.net.
That is sweet.
Yeah, and I also got a rockin' Toxic Radio hoodie and a Red Band Underground shirt. Dude, I'm gonna look so rockin' at the party tomorrow.
Well, I think you look pretty now.
Oh, wait, what?
The Toxic Radio shop is the place to get all your Toxic Radio gear. Shirts, hoodies, stickers. Find it at toxicradio.net or on the app. Don't buy it safe. Buy it toxic. Hey, where you going, man?
How we doing, everybody? Hungry for Hope podcast here live. Man, do we have a show? But before the show, I gotta introduce my co-host. Unfortunately, it is what it is. We're a team. I'll take it. Not all great teams have to. If you get the job done, you don't have to like each other. And speaking of not liking each other, here's Big Tom. You say your name.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, allow Hungry for Hope to introduce the best co-host on this show. His name is Big Time Tim Cudges. Donnie, say your name. Not like people care.
I don't have to say my name because people know my name, Tim. But a name I do have to say, a name that everybody should hear, is our new... What do you call it? We got a segment we're trying out here. A lot of people asked us to do some things, and I listen to the people. We are the voice of the people, right, Tim?
Yeah.
We might not be the voice of each other, but we're the voice of the people.
We're the people. We'll do things.
The people...
Donnie will do a lot of things.
Oh, stop it. But today, before we have our guest coming on, everybody knows the guest coming on, but right now, I want to present to everybody Yanni the Greek. Yanni, you could talk better than me. Tell everybody. Who are you? Why are you here?
Well, yeah, I'm here.
Lost?
My
Why
first time. Just wandered into the studio
and I see you here, so that sucks.
Yeah, right.
But
Tell me about it, Yanni.
You build me on here as the sports expert, so people are sitting here expecting Adam Schefter.
Yanni, you're a sports and gambling expert. You are the Greek Adam Schefter.
I'm just a pudgy Greek guy that's you put in front of the camera.
You're
here.
not pudgy. Have confidence,
You're
brother.
a connoisseur.
I'm a connoisseur. I like connoisseur. It makes me sound like I'm fancy.
It's
or
a
something.
fancy word.
It is. It's
I
very
looked it up
fancy.
in a thesaurus earlier.
There you go.
A lot of
We're
words I
preparing
don't
for the
know.
show. That's it.
So, Yanni, what are you bringing to our show? Why do we have you here? Why should we want you on the show?
Well, the easiest answer is because sports are back. Within 2 weeks, we're going to get 3 of our 4, major sports back, and I cannot wait any longer for that. I think we kind of see what's going on in the world. We need sports back, and we need them back fast.
When are they back, Yanni? What sports?
All right, so baseball comes back first. The Phillies start a week from Friday on the 24th. That'll be real exciting. They're already playing exhibition games. Some people might have seen.
Did they start them yet?
Yeah, the Phillies are playing against each other, I believe, last night on Facebook.
It's a little scrimmage action.
Whatever, I don't care. Roll ball out there.
So you
at this
got
point.
MLB starting, and how about NBA? They're out in what, Disney or?
NBA's down in Orlando, messing around Disney, waking each other up, dribbling basketballs in each other's room. That's a story that came through today. Eating better than I'm eating. I don't know what Joel Embiid's complaining about, but
I don't know why Toxic Mike didn't have us quarantined in Disney.
Absolutely. So you got MLB, you got NBA. What's going on with the NFL, Jan?
NFL looks on track to start when they're supposed to start. Of course, there is that pushback now. The PA just dropped a big, I guess, what do you want to call it, a proposal for player safety.
You proposing to me, Yanni?
I'm proposing to you.
I'm not going to say it's a proposal. It's more of a dictatorship type
Something
thing.
like that, yeah. Just kind of provisions for the players,
All right.
keep everybody safe. That nonsense. So
like, you can't even go to the games in Philadelphia, correct?
We cannot go to the games.
We got a lot of games. Yanni, I've been to
That's right.
games. Yanni's been around the block when it comes to sports. We can't go to the games. That's crazy.
I mean, at this point, beggars can't be choosers, right?
I can be whatever I want, Yanni. Don't come into my show and tell me what I got to do.
Hey, listen, you
What the
invited me
hell
on
this
here,
guy-
Donnie, all right?
Yeah, but I can invite you out of here.
I got 2 questions from
Oh, my God.
from degenerate gambler to degenerate gambler.
There we go.
How is Philadelphia, especially, not having fans in the stands going to affect the lines, affect the win-loss ratio?
It's going to have some impact. I mean, you got to admit that home field advantage isn't going to be as a big emotional swing, right? It's still going to be tiring. You're still going to have to travel. You're still going to have to go through planes and and probably jump through extra hoops with COVID and stuff going on. But you're not going to get that rush, you know what I mean, when Deshaun Jackson breaks off a 50-yard touchdown to silence.
Yeah, if he doesn't say
I don't really know
shit
that.
from here to now.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like he survived this one.
So then the second question is, I know a rule in the NFL, right? Say a game's halfway through a game and the one team's headsets break and they can't communicate. The other team's headsets get shut off automatically to keep an even playing field. Do you think they're going to do that with fans in the stands, or other cities, because the Eagles can't have fans, or other cities not going to be able to have fans
The
also?
league came out and said that just because one city shut it down, that doesn't mean that it goes for all the other cities.
Good
So
for the league.
So other cities are going to have fans.
it's possible.
That's wrong.
Once again, Donnie, this is America.
Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
America.
Philly's doing things the right. You know why?
Donnie,
you know why they're
let's
having
have
fans.
Roger Goodell on the show next week, and then
We're not there yet, Yanni. But no, you know why they're doing it, right? You know why people are having fans. It's all about money. They want to get these drunk
course it's about
football
money.
fans. They want to spend, just like Borgata. You know Borgata bullshit we were talking about last
Yes.
week.
Oh, yeah, how was the
It's all
Hard
about
Rock
money,
experience?
and it's all about taking advantage of the people. We're about the people.
of course.
They want to sell Philly. Philly is looking out for the people.
At the end of the day, sports, it's called sports entertainment, right? So the entertainment comes with dollar signs attached to it.
No,
and that's
they
what
want
it
to
is.
take advantage of people with problems, and they want to sell them alcohol when they come to games. Philly isn't
Here
about
we,
that.
Here we go. Here we
It's
go.
just like
then.
Borgata.
I do
So
believe
you're
there are
okay
people
with-
that go to the game just to watch sports. You know?
No, they
So
don't.
he's
Yanni,
okay
stop
with
it.
Philly, but he's not okay with the Borgata. Make up your mind.
No,
cuz.
Philly's doing the right thing.
But Borgata wasn't?
No, because Borgata's making their money. They're taking advantage of the people.
Oh, you're killing
The
me here.
Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. Well, we'll get to that
We'll
later.
get back to Yanni. I'll come at you later.
So Yanni, we're gonna have you on. You talk. You've been around the block with gambling, to say the least. You know.
Sure.
There's a UFC fight tonight. Am I right?
Yeah, there's
What's today?
there's
Yeah,
a bunch of fights today. I guess a lesser known card.
Fight Island.
But there is it is still Fight Island. There is something for you degenerates to bet out there. So
Yeah, bet
Are you
Dan
calling our
Mackey's the
viewers
underdog.
degenerates? So is there any pick you like tonight?
I know there's especially a few degenerates watching
Yeah.
today that are
Yeah,
part
you-
of my group of friends, and I don't hang out with anyone who's not a degenerate.
Yeah.
Donnie, you know that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why we're friends.
That's why we just met. And
So
you've
is there
been
a
friends
pick-
with Donnie for a while?
There you go. See,
Is there a pick you would take tonight, or
I don't have anything really good for you tonight. I mean,
nothing
like I
good?
said,
Stay away from the night.
Just stay away from it. Wednesday
sometimes you
Wednesday
gotta
night
stay
UFC.
away.
So for the children out there, do you have children watching the show?
We
I
got
hope
everybody
not.
watching
Oh,
this. I probably got a couple FBI agents watching it. Now that
That'd be
you're on the
terrible.
show, Jesus, good. God knows who's watching this show. But that's all for a federal indictment later.
But
Continue.
for you young gamblers out there, stay away from Wednesday night UFC. Okay, don't make the mistakes that Yanni the Greek is that where we're going?
Hold up, Yanni. We go back way. So you're telling these people to stay away? Do you remember what was that? I guess it's
Stop.
been like 4 years now.
Stop.
We're at a 13-year-old softball game. What was it, your cousin? And you bet.
Okay.
You're like, you got to bet the home team. Freshman high school softball, you always bet the home team. I saw you bet it. I was there. You took like 30 bets.
I'm gonna go ahead. and
You
plead
won.
the
You
fifth.
hit.
No.
You hit.
Of course we hit.
You
man.
bet freshman high school baseball, and
that
you're
s-
telling our viewers?
You see that swing on that one?
You're
Anyway.
telling our viewers not to bet
Listen,
Wednesday UFC?
Look, learn from me. Don't
Well, don't bet UFC. I got that. But there's a big game coming up on Saturday in the Turkish Soccer League.
There we go. Now you're
Galatasaray
talking.
is going to be playing
Absolutely.
Göztepe, I believe it is.
We don't do words. I'm hungry for
So
hope.
who do you think is going to have the advantage there, Galatasaray or
Oh,
Göztepe?
you gotta go Galatasaray.
They've been strong all year.
Definitely.
You're Greek. Do you like Turkish people, Yanni? You
Like,
are Yanni the Greek.
I like everybody, Donnie.
He's
you
trying
know?
to
You
say
like
yeah.
everybody. All right.
Yeah,
Our
he's
show.
trying to set me up
We're a
here.
show for everybody. We like everybody, too.
Just have a good time.
Except
you
for
know? Throw a few-
people,
throw a few
Donnie
drinks
doesn't like
back.
people that want to drink in a casino.
No. No, I don't
Donnie
like people
is
who take
people that drink.
advantage. Donnie don't like Donnie. I don't like people who take advantage of people. We're
Fair.
We're the voice. We try to protect people. We try to help people. And I feel Brigada in Atlantic City was taking advantage of people. They refused to open their doors unless they could serve alcohol. Why would they want to serve alcohol in a gambling? Because they want people to get drunk and make stupid decisions.
Yeah, but what happens if you're thirsty and you buy... you know what? This is Yanni's time. I'm not getting into it. I'll see you at the end of the night.
That's right. I mean, I don't want to rehash it because clearly this strikes a chord with the two of you, the Borgata thing. But
It's ruined our friendship.
We never had a friendship.
But I mean, think about it. You know, why do you go to Atlantic City, right? Because you want to cut loose. You want to go and just kind of
Well,
be a degenerate for a while.
well,
right?
now you can bet sports in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Right.
So, Yanni, has that cut back in your business, or I meant your expertise?
Come on, people are watching here. You know.
Now, how's that changed the world? People can now go to Atlantic City and actually do it legally, betting. Say, hypothetically, if somebody used to, now they can do it legally, so it's more acceptable. It's becoming a big thing.
Well, I think you get most of the people that are betting on their phones and that kind of stuff, so you don't have to go down there. But I think while you're down there, it's an option too. You don't want to stay on the tables too long, right? That's always a good piece of advice out there. You want to mix it up when you're in Atlantic City, and then sports gambling is now an option.
Sometimes I just like to mix it up wherever I'm at. You know what I mean?
That's it.
Hold up, Tim. You don't even bet sports.
Listen, let's talk about the time. We might have mentioned on the show before, but there was one time, big time, Tim Cudges almost hit a 10-team parlay.
There you go.
Back in the day. $1 on Sportsbook, $1,000 payout. I missed in the last game. It was the Chargers versus Pittsburgh in the AFC Championship.
And how much did almost hitting the parlay?
Well,
Pay
what I
out.
should have did, and I wasn't a degenerate yet, Yanni, I should have hedged my bet. I messed up in that. I learned a lot from that experience.
And was it a night game? The
Yeah.
last game? Oh yeah, you had plenty of time.
Yep, and I didn't hedge it. But the problem was I bet the underdog on the money line.
Oh, it's also a problem, but it probably
It was a
added
10-team
bunch.
parlay. That's like a Hail Mary. You just toss
At
that
that point.
up. Then all of a sudden I see 9 teams win, and I'm just like, what is happening?
Yeah, I'm
right
running
now?
to the window
Like,
at that
I'm
point.
betting Long Beach College. I'm betting Temple. I'm betting, like, tennis.
Oh, you weren't kidding when you said
Sharapova probably, or Federer. I don't know.
you weren't kidding when you said degenerate status there. You meant
Listen.
when you're betting tennis, and believe me, I know from experience.
Well, we talked about that tennis match the other day. You know what I mean?
You've hit rock bottom. You know, it's about time to turn it around.
I wouldn't call it rock bottom. I would call it a winning persona. Like, I'd like to win.
Fair. I mean, I think I went over before the show the
Like, we were just
various
talking
bets.
Turkish soccer.
The various stuff I did just last night, right? A boxing match, an MLS game, and I swear, people, I'm not kidding. I bet a basketball game from New Zealand that started at 1:30 in the morning.
I mean,
so,
they had a lot of good prospects go to New Zealand and get that money instead of going
of course,
to college.
yeah. I mean, you graduate from Duke, and then you just go, let's hit up New Zealand, see what's going on there.
Well, you graduate high school and you're like, all right, I'm going to head over to Lithuania, and it worked out for LaMelo Ball. He's going to go number 1 or 2 in the
Truthfully, it is a good route for those like lesser players to go, right? Because number one, you're getting paid, not as much as the NBA, obviously, but you get to be a professional from. I mean, you're saying out of high school, from the age of 18, you're traveling around, you're doing long practices, all that stuff. So when you do eventually get to the league, the NBA, whatever it is.
I don't know, though. If they're like, hey, I'm going to pay you a lot of money to go move to Lithuania, and see, that's my last name, Lithuanian, so nothing against it. But if they're like, we need you to leave the country, move to Toxic Radio Lithuania, and do your show there, and we're going to pay you more. I don't know if I can do it. Being away from friends, family, my dogs.
Sure, it depends, where you're at in one, life, right? How much do you need the money? And two, what kind of other skills, opportunities you have. Some guys, I mean, basketball is what they have, or sports, whatever sport they're playing, that's all they have, and they want to maximize that opportunity as much as you possibly can. You brought up LaMelo Ball. Not that he needed extra opportunity, but he did refine his game, and now he's one of the top prospects coming out.
Well, yeah, and they didn't think much of him actually when he first started going over into the European circuit or wherever he went, and now all of a sudden he's playing in Australia and he's a number 1, number 2 draft pick. That's game-changing money for your life.
That's something. Even you get a taste of it in college. The traveling and all that kind of like things, but you're not a professional, right? You're still a student athlete, as they like to put it. So you still have to focus on school, and you still have to do all these other extracurricular college activities. You can't focus on basketball. Where as you go across the sea, we got Stephon Marbury in China, all that stuff going on.
Yeah, I mean,
he built himself a brand.
The Starberries, bro. I still buy them. They're cheap. Very popular shoes back in the day.
Donnie, you gonna be all right here, bud?
Donnie's falling apart.
This is live. This is live radio.
This
live video.
This is what happens. I mean, Donnie gets mad about Borgata every time. He slams the desk.
I think that's what it was.
And he makes it uncomfortable for everybody.
We brought up Atlantic City. Now he doesn't want to be here.
And then we were talking Turkish soccer. He started having flashbacks. Got angry. I don't know what to do. Sorry, we won't mention Turkish soccer anymore, Donnie. Please.
Anyway, to buy time with Donnie some more times. All the other sports are restarting soon as well. I mentioned basketball in the NBA. That's going to start August 1st. Is when the NBA restarts. 8-game regular season to finish it out, and then what should be a wild playoffs.
So, Donnie back here. Tim, what's going
Thank
on?
God.
Talk to me, Tim. Are they on?
We have our guest here.
Toxic Mike, are you there? We're
right.
trying to get a guest. Sometimes
Yes.
we have a problem. We go
That's
live.
I am
Toxic
here, guys.
Mike, are our guests here?
I am here.
It looks like we
We have phone callers in our phone bank. We have
Put
one.
them on. Let's go.
There you go.
Let's cut the shit. We want to hear the people.
All right, so we're bringing Michelle on right now.
No. We got a bunch. They'll introduce herself. Let's go. Toxic Mike, make it happen.
Michelle, you're live.
Hi, I'm Jessie.
Hey, Jesse. We got Jesse,
Hello,
Billy,
I'm
and
Billy.
Michelle.
And hi, Michelle here.
Hey, guys. Sorry about that. My God. I don't know what happened. I'm sweating, though, trying to figure it out.
Oh, we were too.
Maybe I sent you the wrong
Appreciate
number.
you.
Maybe I didn't. I'm not perfect. So, I'm happy you guys are finally on. I know everybody was excited to hear you. Tell us about yourself. A lot of people know some about it, but tell us who you are, why you're here, what brought you.
I mean, we're a throuple. We're a triple couple pretty much. You know, 2 girls, 1 guy. We just recently had some babies. We were trying to make sure our babies were born around the same time, but it was hard for Jessie to get pregnant because she was on birth control a lot longer than Michelle. So, but we made it happen, and our babies ended up being born just recently, 3 months apart from each other. One's right now 9 months, and the other 6 months.
Congratulations! That's awesome.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. This is my 5th kid. This is Jesse's 3rd kid, and this is Michelle's 1st kid.
Woo! Billy, let me ask you: do you wear a crown? Do you wear a crown? Are you a king?
Burger King, give me one.
There's people listening right now praying to you. But
yeah. You know, you know what? I get a lot of props when it comes down to being a guy from guys. You know.
Yeah.
But I gotta be honest. It's not all that they think. You know.
Yeah, there's so much more to it.
Down to it.
Not all heroes wear capes, Billy.
They think it's, you know, just everything in the bedroom is fine and dandy. Don't get me wrong, it is.
It is. Everything's fine and dandy in the bedroom. You heard it.
You sound like you have a tough life there.
But you know,
but there's more.
But like any man that's in a relationship with their significant other, I know that they experience a lot of hard times, rough times, the arguments, and I go through the same thing times 2.
Oh, man. You couldn't have said any better.
Yeah, exactly. You see, so even for holidays, you know, a lot of us, we deal check to check, working hard, and we can't wait to get our wives, our girls, that gift for Valentine's, and I got to give it too.
I can imagine asking.
Oh, yeah.
Finding out where you want to eat dinner. I have a hard enough time with one girl trying to find out where we're going to eat dinner. Now you got 2. You probably don't eat. You're probably starving. Feed this guy.
All right, so we got our first question. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Spin wheel on the outside.
Yeah. But other than that, yeah, it's just hectic, you know. But I'm not. I don't like to, you know, toot my own horn because I'm not just the only lucky one either. You know, in this relationship, there's 2 girls. So even one of these girls at one point, depending on what we're doing, they can feel like a queen on top of the world too. They can be spoiled, if you know what I'm talking about. You know.
So you're the king and they're the queens.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, we are.
Yes, absolutely.
And
absolutely. And I love that. They're awesome.
That's awesome. You guys got 2 newborns, 3 months apart. But you also have other children, like you said. How many kids total?
For me, 5. But as a family, we all have 5.
5 total.
So we have one of our viewers. They want to know: do all your children live with you?
Unfortunately, no. My oldest is 17 years old. I wish she was living with me, but you know, she lives with her mom, and that's kind of tough itself because we're not really approved in other people's eyes when it comes down to being a throuple.
Yeah, but the other 4 are definitely with us.
All right, so that's another. You brought up a great point, Billy. That's why I really want you on the show. I feel like people that they hear what you guys are doing, they don't really know what it is. They don't understand. Like you said, it's not a big sex party, like you said. And I think people need to understand more.
Yeah, bills still need to get paid. Kids still need to be watched. Houses still need to be cleaned. People still have to work.
You guys all work. You know, you're blue collar. You guys all work hard.
Yeah, we're all full time and more.
Yeah. But I don't know a lot about, you know, this throuple thing. I didn't create this. This is not something that I said to myself, you know what, I'm going to in a throuple. I didn't know that was going to happen.
How did it become?
You know, this just fell upon.
How did it fall?
Yeah.
How did it
come?
How did you get 2 beautiful girls to fall on your lap?
How did you get to live every man's dream?
I can be honest with you if you don't mind me.
We only like honesty. We hate liars.
Okay, all right, thank you. Here we go. So, all right, before Michelle, me and Jesse, we were just best friends. You know, we were just best friends, and I had a thing for women, and I was always fooling around. And I told her I'm no good as a boyfriend, and she didn't care about that. She just wanted to be my friend, and you know, she was literally my best friend, but a girl, you know. And we did things together, and then eventually we ended up in a relationship.
They did things together.
What, like you ate dinner once in a while? You went to Taco Bell on a late night? What kind of thing?
Oh, we drank beers, we partied, played beer pong.
So you were like friends. That's cool.
Have a beer with
you know,
me.
flip cup. We partied all the time, and you know, and Michelle, through a mutual friend, we met, and she was kind of curious about us because, you know, we were an open relationship with other women, you know, because at the end of the day, we're not swingers, you know. It's not something that, hey, you know, let's do this with that person. No, you know, it was something that just came about. And Michelle, she was going through a little rough time in her life, and she ended up being homeless. And as a friend, we didn't even think nothing of it with her because she was just a friend. And she lived with us for like 4 or 5 months. And one thing led to another. That partying ended up happening again.
So you guys weren't... when Michelle moved in with you and Jesse, she wasn't with you guys technically, right? You just took in a friend,
no,
you know,
not
tried
back
to help
then.
a friend out, right? You tried to be a good guy. That's what you did. You're a good guy. You brought a friend in. You helped her out.
Yeah, honestly, we were trying to get her on her feet so she can get away back to her hometown, Delaware or Florida, you know, because she had nothing. She didn't have a job here. She was homeless.
She's not from Rochester.
She's not from Rochester.
She's
so
from Delaware?
We brought her in as family.
Yes. Yes.
All right, we're about like
We
30
really try to
minutes
help
out of
her out.
Delaware. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you guys,
but
how
other
long
than
ago?
that-
How long ago was this? I gotta ask you. How long ago was that?
6 years ago. 6 years ago. 6 years ago. During that time, I was injured, and I had finally got approved for my surgery. So after I got my surgery, I didn't have really anyone there but Michelle and Jesse. And man, I'm telling you, it was really embarrassing for me. But I couldn't have a bowel movement, being able to wipe myself. I couldn't urinate. I couldn't shower. Couldn't wash my feet, and they had to do that for me, man, for a whole month straight, man. They held me down. They took care of me, man. And I thought that I was looking at them like they wiping my ass.
Yanni's been there before.
I love these women, man.
I want to be you when I grow up, Billy. You know. So there you are. And how did you talk to Michelle? How did you guys just come up with let's be what's the word? Thruple?
Thruple.
Thruple.
A thruple.
I'm not good with words, Billy. I'm just gonna let you know I don't do words. I throw a good left hook. I don't throw good words though. I'm horrible at words.
So this is what happened. Once I see Michelle and Jesse work as best friends, and at the same time, just friends with benefits to help me.
What do you mean work? Hold up, Billy. Billy, I gotta stop you. What do you mean work as best friends? Work as best friends? What is that? You saw them like interact, how they got along, or?
They were best friends. They were best friends before we were lovers. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome, man.
It's not that we thought would happen. It wasn't supposed to happen. It just happened.
There's a Ludacris song like that,
now,
right?
Time,
Lovers and friends.
So,
tell us, Billy.
So after my surgery, I ended up getting compensated, and when I got compensated, at the time we were living in a bad area, without them knowing, I bought a house in the suburbs, and I surprised them one month and told them I wanted them to come with me. I want to show them something, and I showed them this house, and they said, "What is this?" And I said, "This is going to be our new home if you guys are willing to stay with me, and we can work as a family." And it worked out that way. They said yes. So ever since then, we've been a couple.
And how long was that ago, you said? that you moved into together?
About about 4 years ago, October 16th.
So about 4 years. Who the hell do you think's going to play you in the movie, Billy? Who's going to play you in the movie? Tom Cruise? Who do you look like? If you made a movie about your life, when they make a movie about your life, who's going to play you?
Who's gonna play me?
Jason Momoa.
What's he that? Is he that guy from that vampire?
I think he's
Aquaman.
the guy from Game of Thrones.
That's the dude.
Oh, Game of Thrones.
From Game of Thrones.
Yeah, we had Yanni the Greek here. We got our in-house gambling expert. He just told me it's a Game of Thrones. I knew a guy from Game of Thrones. He was called I think they call him the Wall or something.
He's also Aquaman.
Oh, he's Aquaman. I know who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You know.
I can see that. I
I'm
can
also
see
your
it.
movie expert now.
Yeah. So, all right. So we're all now. Now you guys, you didn't have the kids until what? 4 years, 3.5 years after. I'm trying to put the whole timeline together in my head.
Yeah, we wanted to make sure we all had careers and we had a home before we even started trying. So
Right.
everything was set in place. It was time to try.
That's why I like you guys all. Tell us all what you do. That's what I noticed. That's what stood out to me. Y'all blue collar people, good jobs, and hard working people. What do you guys do for a living?
Well, as far as for me, I am a Class A fuel transportator.
First class king.
Gasoline.
I transport gasoline for this.
Yeah, he pours gasoline. All right.
He lights that fire.
So that's Billy.
It's okay that I say who I drive for?
Yeah, you can say whatever you want. We don't give a fuck.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I drive for Cumberland Farms. I haul gasoline for Cumberland Farms stations.
All right, Cumberland Farms. That's awesome, man. And Jesse, what do you do?
I am actually a mail lady, and I work for the United States Postal Service.
That's awesome, man. That's probably a little crazy right now with everything going on. What's the corona?
Yes, it's pretty hectic. We can't deliver to nursing homes. We have to constantly wear our masks while walking in the heat. So it's tough, but, got to get done.
All right. And what is Michelle? Michelle, what do you do?
Hi, guys.
Hey, what's up, Michelle? How you doing? Hi.
I actually have 2 jobs right now. I work for Mercury Print Productions. I work on huge Xerox machines.
All right.
And I also have a front desk job at Agronetics Agriculture Precision.
Don't let Donnie near your Xerox machines.
So you guys all got these great jobs, but let's cut the shit. We got a lot of questions we want to ask you guys. Can I ask you questions? Can I ask?
Yeah.
Do I have any? So, a couple weeks ago we had a guest on, Lauren Jenai. She actually co-founded CrossFit, which is $1 billion brand now. Have you know CrossFit, right? CrossFit? Yeah, she founded it. She's from around our way. She's pretty crazy story, but she's following right now. She's listening. And she just got married to her husband, Ty. Ty's actually out on bail on $2 million. He's fighting a corrupt system. They charge him with murder. And, they just got married. Yeah, it's a crazy story. They were on the show, but they're interested. Lauren wants to know, do you guys sleep in the same bed?
Well, hi, Lauren.
Hey, Lauren.
And
Dude, we sleep. Listen, man. I'm already.
Trust me, I'm listening, cuz.
I'm on the verge. I'm on the verge to get a customized bed because I sleep on the bed. Listen, in the middle. Okay, I sleep in the middle, and right now, being so happy as new parents, I sleep in the middle alongside with my 2 babies and my 2 pit bulls on my feet in my bed, man.
And we also have a pit bull.
Hold up. So you guys, you're in the middle of the bed. You got one girl on each side. You got the babies, the pit bulls. Where do you put your crown when you go to sleep? Do you put it on your head? Or?
Well, he probably has a pillow.
I put it on my face.
You gotta
put it on my face.
Yeah, it's probably a pillow, a velvet pillow that he rested on.
but before we had the babies, before we had the dogs, yes, we always slept in the bed together. I know some people want to know certain things, like while I would sleep in the bed, yes, there'd be times I would wake up and I'd be cuddling with one girl, and if I decided to switch to the other side to cuddle with the other girl, that's fine. Or sometimes I get spooned by one of my girls while I'm spooning the other. So,
I get in trouble when I cuddle my dog.
Too much because we got approached by some people, so we got to keep it a little bit, unless so that we can reveal everything before things really come out.
I hear you. I feel like just from watching your story, hearing you guys, I feel like we're just on the ground floor here. I feel like you guys could be one of that Western show. I feel like you guys are on your way. I just have that funny feeling, man. Groundbreakers. We're the groundbreaker. I feel like you guys are awesome people, and people are going to hear this story. Times are changing. People need to hear your story.
They're trendsetters.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I really feel that in my heart. I'm not kidding. I joke, but I feel like you guys are on to something, and people need to hear the fucking story. Excuse my language.
Yeah.
Donnie, let me tell you something. I get a lot of, like I said, I get a lot of props from guys, but I get a lot of bad comments from ladies. And like one of these questions I used to always get is, how would you like it if it was Jesse that brought home another man? Would you be able to deal with that?
We had a lot of people ask us that. That was the number one question. What do you think?
To answer that question, the only way that would work for me is if I was bisexual. That's the only way it would work for me if I was bisexual. If I'm not, I'm a straight man. I love women. So
we know, brother.
Yeah, we couldn't tell, Billy. We couldn't tell.
See, they love women. So for now, if it's a woman, don't get me wrong. Now, if it's the woman and she has these two men, the only way probably it would work is if they were bisexual. And would she feel comfortable while she's at work that the two bisexual men are at home alone, enjoying themselves without her? Do you know what I'm saying?
How would
it
feel,
work?
Billy?
Tell me about it.
Billy, how would you feel?
No,
you come home from a long day working for Cumberland Farms, and they're together. Let's cut the shit. They're in bed doing what they're doing. Are you jealous? Is there jealousy?
Not at all.
What?
I'm in the shower. I'll be with you guys in a second.
All right, so yeah, that was another thing. A lot of people wanted to know that, and Lauren just chimed in. CrossFit Lauren, she wants to know, do the girls get the spoon? I know you spoon with them, and she says she loves sleeping with pit bulls too. She loves that part. So
yeah. But yes, listen, there's times I would come home from work, and before the babies were, in between them, I would see them too, their legs wrapped up with each other. Yeah, listen, absolutely, they spoon with each other. So
absolutely,
when I'm in the middle, when I'm in the middle, there's times where I can't even sleep on my side. Sometimes I'm just dead stuck in the middle.
Oh, that
one
sucks.
Arm is
Poor
Billy.
That sucks.
Yeah, we
live
feel
a horrible life.
We
Billy.
feel for you, bro.
We feel
all over the feet.
That's horrible.
All over the feet.
So, all right. So say we're friends. I'm getting married, Billy. I'm not getting married, but say hypothetically, I'm getting married. I'm not getting married.
Good for you using that big word, cuz.
Hypothetically, and I invite you. I'm like, Billy's a good dude. I'm going to invite him to my wedding. +1. How does that work, Billy?
Oh, no.
I threw the curveball there, brother.
I want to show up,
Out of respect
for them. Picking and
there's no here, man. It's crazy. Certain things, like I could get into an argument with one of my ladies. I can get into an argument with one of them. A natural argument like we all have as a couple. And to be honest with you, it may not seem fair, but what's fair in life? You know what I mean? Nothing's fair in life. But if I got into an argument with Michelle, for an example, I try to avoid conversating so much with Jesse because I don't want to make Michelle feel like I'm picking her over, I'm picking Jesse over our argument. I don't want them to, you know what I mean? I do it the opposite way too, vice versa, right? You know, so it's kind of like if I'm upset with one, then I'm just not going to talk to neither. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to bad talk about Jesse to Michelle, because that's just not healthy. That's just me forming an alliance, and it's not going to work out in the household. You know, if it's something that they're going to bad talk to each other about, it's going to be me. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what they say to each other about me. They're an alliance themselves. I'm not going to turn them against each other.
But if people really know if me and Jesse argue, we don't. We don't fight. We don't
All right,
argue.
so
even when we
Michelle, you and Jesse don't argue. You don't, not jealousy issues, not, you know, you came in as like, not to say the outsider, but you came in, you know, you came into an established relationship. How was that?
Well, me coming in, I already know. I'm already into it. I'm already accepting. It was harder for Jess. She's been there, so it's harder. So in the beginning, yes, there was a lot of jealousy. Yes, there was a lot of, I can't stand to hear you breathe. But eventually, her and I became the best of friends. Like, there's nothing and nobody, not even Billy, can come between our friendship at all, ever. We don't argue. We may have disagreements, but they're little tit for tat. We do not, absolutely do not fight.
And even then, like 5 minutes later, we'll talk about it and we'll try to find a way to work through it.
I lose all the time now.
Oh,
yeah.
I lose all the time.
Yeah.
All the fucking time.
You lose, but you win in life, Billy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
don't get me wrong though. You know, like there is times that I can beat them both, man. I can win an argument depending if I can, you know.
Yeah, I don't believe
be
you.
Very clear about what I'm talking about, and they understand. But once they get on me, man, it's over. You know, like I've had issues already. One time, and I tell this to a lot of my friends, because you know I have friends that tell me, "Oh, Billy, what's the secret? What's the secret?" And I'm like, there is no secret. You know what I mean? You got to really test the ability of the love you have with the first woman you've been with. Because if her love ain't strong enough, then you're going to end up alone and probably be a bachelor if that's what you really want. You know?
you're like the farthest thing from a bachelor, Billy. Let's cut this shit. You're doing whatever you're doing. Keep on doing it. But
Thank
Billy,
you, man. I appreciate it.
Billy, I'm gonna, don't think these questions are coming from me. These questions are coming. This one's another one from Lauren, CrossFit Lauren. Billy, how the hell do you keep up with 2 women's sex drive?
Good question.
Oh man, can I tell you something, man?
Oh, you can tell me anything you want, brother.
Right.
We're on cut.
Got you on that one. Definitely got you on that one. Listen, I'm 34. All right, I've been having I want to say threesomes regularly for the past I want to say maybe 11, 12 years.
12 years you've been having threesomes. All right.
We'll just call you King for now on instead of Billy.
And I'll be honest with you, and I'm getting older, and it's getting more exhausting. So, but it lasts, I want to say, at least 3 hours at times, if not a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Because
and he's not the only one pulling all the weight.
Yeah, no.
We satisfy each other as well.
Absolutely.
So you guys satisfy each other. Like, Billy just doesn't satisfy you. You satisfy.
Oh, no. Let me tell you that now, since you want to cut the shit, we can cut the shit.
Yeah, let's cut the shit, Billy.
Cut it with a knife.
I like it. You tell me.
We all know. We as men, we know when our women climax. We know when our women climax. Okay, we all
Harlem
know.
Shake.
And I know when both my women climax. And the way it's done for me and how I do it, I have to make sure I'm not spending more time with one than the other. And when they do climax, I make sure they climax at the same amount of times, because I don't want to deal with ever hearing, "Oh, you was on her more. You tongue kissed her more." That can be a problem.
Okay, King.
Your libido needs to be nice.
All right, King. Calm down.
I don't know how long I can keep doing this.
Still going. You can do it, and if you can't do it, I got a buddy who makes what do we call them? What's a legal? I gotta ask my lawyer. He makes supplements. Off the market. He runs a little thing. I'm not saying words, Billy. Come on, stop me here. I got a lot of.
He's not good with words.
Yeah, But I got a guy. I know a guy. Now we can keep you. We can get.
Okay.
We'll keep you going until you're 85.
I don't know.
It looks like you're doing a fine job, though. You don't need our help.
Maybe the pharmaceutical companies need to use Billy's DNA to make something happen.
Billy, I'm just saying, I'll vote for you. You gonna run for president or what?
Yeah, you got my vote.
No, I won't run for president.
Think about
it. There's a lot going on. I'll wait till.
We need you, Billy. We need you.
America needs you, Bill.
America needs you, Billy. Who's going to be the first lady?
America great.
Make America, Billy. Who's going to be the first lady? Though? Are we gonna have two first ladies? Uh-oh.
Oh.
They're going to do rock, paper, scissors, shoot?
Would one of them be the second lady?
The second lady. We can have the first lady and the second lady.
The time for first ladies.
Tell us, Billy, what do you think? If you ran for president, how did that work?
He's about to get you in trouble,
How would
Billy.
that work?
He's about to get you in trouble.
Have two first. Yeah.
Plead the fifth.
I can't say this first lady and second lady.
No, that went out the window. No picking and choosing. Nope.
Yeah. If I was to end up, let's say for example, something went really bad between me and Michelle, or me and Jesse, and we end up breaking up. I'll be honest with you, man. We're going to break up. The whole love triangle is going to fall apart because it's just I couldn't see myself being with just one and just forgetting about the other. I treat them both equal. They're both. I love them. Even though I've been with Jesse longer, I still treat them both equal. I treat them like my queens, and I would not gamble leaving one with the other. I mean, coming from a poker space, not poker, a blackjack player point of view. I mean, would you take a hit on a pair of queens?
Oh,
I just got back from the casino.
My man.
Would you split? Would you dumb down and split a ten of queens? I wouldn't take that gamble. I'm more likely going to win with my set of queens. So and I'm winning right now. So I'm happy with what I
Billy,
got.
You're winning. You're winning. America's watching you win, and I think eventually more people are going to see you winning.
Bill, you could be like the real life Hitch. If you ever want to get into a different type of business, run your own business, real life Hitch.
You got two girls. Well, they're not your. That's another thing. They're not your wife because there's all that bullshit. They can't be your wife legally.
Can't get married.
What is that, a crime?
I wish we could. We would have to get married as polygamists. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know what the hell that is. I'm Puerto Rican.
What's it? Hold up. Polygamous?
I don't.
You're teaching Donnie a new word, Billy.
If you can have more than one wife, as in multiple. I don't want multiple. I'm fine with the two I got.
You're just.
Yeah, but I'm fine with the two I got.
You're not greedy at all, Billy. Not greedy at all.
So, Billy, you got two girlfriends. You're not greedy. You don't want more.
You know what? Not greedy at all.
But does it?
No. Listen, I'll be put it to bed if I get third.
If anybody out there wants to be the third one, should they contact you or should they contact you? Oh, I don't think Billy liked that question.
I think I heard a disconnect in the thing.
Was it because of what I said?
No. It was before what you said. There was some kind of disconnection.
They said we gotta get off this podcast. This guy. So Billy, you're out there. Just call back the number.
No, they're still on the line.
So you're still on the line, Billy. We're gonna hook you back up. But I don't do radio.
I don't. Can you call him anything but a fucking legend?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw the Billy name out the window. I'm just gonna call him King.
Yeah, it's what you got though. Or
King.
I feel like when he refers to himself, he should just be like, "I am legend."
I think people should carry him into a room, like on their shoulders.
Like he has to have a crown, right? There's a velvet pillow that he puts his crown next to.
I got a guy who can make him a crown.
He's probably in bed with him.
I'm sure.
I like that, Yanni.
He'll probably end up
Look
dating
at
a
you
crown.
with the puns.
But we're gonna get Billy right back on. We're gonna get Jesse back on. We're gonna get Michelle back on.
We gotta find out the proper pronunciation of what happens because there's people that are like polygamy is a religion.
No, they're not. They're
There's
not that.
your word that you use is polygamy. I don't even think that's real.
No, they're not neither of them words. They're
just a throuple.
Three people in a love, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm
but they don't
talking
like
about.
that name. That was, I think, they got it from the media. They're just three people in love, man, and you could tell. I'm good.
champions, maybe you call them. I don't.
Just a group of champions.
Life changers.
Just, I mean, I just want to kind of keep hearing them talk at this point in time. Like it's so just interesting that this life they built. You know what I mean?
It's one of the.
Yeah, they built a life.
Yeah, I don't know what you had me on this show, and this is who followed me up, man.
My God.
Yeah, you're screwed, Yanni.
Hey,
we got
Billy.
Is he back?
Yeah, we thought we lost you for a minute.
Oh my God, you lost me. All right, I've been in dream world for the last 45 minutes, cuz.
I questioned a lot of my life choices.
So you're there. I don't know how any of this works. You there? You're back? You're live?
Yes, yes, we're here.
You're here. I'm here. Like I said, I told you guys. I think when I started, I don't do this radio podcast thing. I just stumbled. Somehow I got into it. They said I was entertaining. I don't know.
It's a good show.
Yeah, you are.
But I know nothing about like technology and words and talking and I can hit real hard.
Rubik's Cube.
I can smile pretty good. I can flex a little bit,
Turkish soccer.
Look at what the arms, the sleeves ripped off the shirt. All right.
But you guys are back, right? You're good?
We got them.
Yeah.
I hear you. We got to turn that volume up. Toxic Mike is the guy who runs Toxic Radio.
He's like a toxic genius.
Toxic Mike, we need to turn the volume up so everybody can hear him. Because I got questions. The world got questions.
I got answers.
You got
this
King
guy.
Billy. I think you got everything.
You figure out real quick how he pulled this off, honestly.
But listen here, it's not easy with him either.
It's not easy?
This guy's head is huge, okay?
I bet it is.
No pun intended.
No pun intended.
Well, maybe a little bit of pun. A little bit of pun.
maybe a little bit pun.
Let me ask you, how does the family feel about you guys? You're a threesome, 2 girls, 1 guy. How does the family?
Thruple.
Is people accepting of that, or?
That's our thruple. All right. So don't get me wrong, man. That was pretty tough for me at one point, but I had to bite the bullet. I remember the first time I did Thanksgiving in our new house. I invited Jesse's father and Michelle's family and her father because they're going to meet the guy who's taking care of both of their daughters, and they got to meet each other too. So, yeah, I was a little nervous. Not in a sense of they're going to kick my ass, but more in a sense like, I hope they can respect what I do. You know what I'm saying? Because I take care of their daughter.
I mean, as a dad, I might have been on that murdering point at that point.
Yeah. Oh man, listen, I think about it all the time. Like how I got 3 daughters. I mean, how am I going to take this? I got to be open-minded to it. You know what I mean? If that ever was to happen, because as long as our daughters are being treated right, and they're happy and there's no kind of abuse or physically or mentally, everything should be fine. You just got to be real open-minded about it. This is happening. There's other thruples that I know of too, and it's hard, and they get looked at funny, and we go to Walmart, I'm holding both of their hands, and I'm being looked at funny. So it's. As far as us having family, when they see us together, they love us. They love us together. Once they got to understand who we were and how we ride for each other, they realized, like, hey, you know what? They're forced to be reckoned with.
Love is love. That's all that matters.
With everything,
absolutely.
With everything going on in the world right now, we're living in fucked up times, and people are gonna look at you. I love this story. I think the story's awesome. I had to sell it to Tim a little. Tim wasn't sure about it. My co-host, I had to sell it to him, but I think it's awesome. I think going on in the world, people are going to look at you weird. Are you kidding me?
Well, it took the whole show. Now I got I Am Billy shirts getting made.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I don't think those are, like angry looks. I think those are jealous looks that you're getting in Walmart.
Yanni the Greek here is our gambling expert. They're jealous. He thinks they're jealous.
Yeah, I mean, me and Jesse get when he's not around, me and Jessica get like these side eye, or like most women really think that I'm the one that came in here last, so they think I'm the one, like I'm the party animal
Or the homewrecker.
I'm the homemaker. I'm Michelle.
Or the homemaker.
I'm their man or their husband when it's really not like that.
Yeah, this stuff's all new to a lot of people. Maybe I always feel like when people throw hate out on anything, I feel like instead of getting mad at people, sometimes we got to educate people. We got to educate people so they know what's going on.
I haven't seen one of our listeners make a negative comment. It's all pro thruple.
Yeah, people, when they hear your story, I think they respect it.
Love is love, like we said.
Yeah.
People don't know, people are ignorant. Paul.
Yeah. Out of all of us, I always, I get asked all these questions, and Michelle, the bad rap, I think the person, it is Jesse. Jesse being in a position that she's in, this was not easy for her. Yeah, we had fun with other girls, but never had someone of somebody that was hers.
Hey guys, it's Michelle.
Yo, Michelle, how you doing?
We got some family members saying that we're breaking up a lot. Can you hear us good?
We can hear you now. You just broke up for a minute right there. We can hear you. Like I said, I don't do this radio thing, If I could punch the microphone, I'd be great. I don't.
Hey, my girlfriend just said they're breaking up, too. Stuff happens.
You're good now, though. You're good now.
Okay, awesome.
So we can hear the voice. We can hear the words. and the giggles. And Michelle's not a home wrecker.
I'm trying to figure out what Hall of Fame to put Billy in. There's so many. It causes confusion.
So we got some good questions out. A lot of questions, people. What else? You guys, this is your time. What do you want to tell us?
Well, first of all, I want to say Michelle is not a homewrecker, okay?
Oh, we don't think she is. I was just...
None of our listeners
We all came into the relationship willingly, understandingly, and we all loved each other from the beginning to where the love just got deeper and deeper, where we wanted to, show the world, make our love grow, make our family grow, and we just, I don't know, we got with each other only.
So, you just want people to be more accepting. Tell us, Billy. Tell us, Billy.
Well, a lot of people from the articles and everything that came out, I've seen a lot of people, mention the kids a lot. How will the kids grow up? They're going to be messed up. They're going to need therapy. All these things. But our kids are great. Our kids are great. They never miss a day of school. They have 3 parents. Somebody's always there helping them, taking them somewhere what they got to do. These kids are living, let me tell you.
Anywhere we go, we're responsible, respectful these kids are, and it's neat to know that. It's neat. Honestly, I think, you think he really wears the crown, but I would say that all these kids wear the crown. They have it made.
I understand, but you're talking to kids. How about the newborns? Like 10 years from now, how do you think, I think the world's going to be more accepting then, but how do you think they are going to be? The 2 newborns, how do you think in 10 years people are going to, take shots at them, or how do you think they're going to grow up in this world?
Yeah, I've thought a lot about that because, they're going to be growing up talking about their 2 mommies and their 1 dad, I think about moments. I think about moments. I'm saying, "Oh, do you even think that your dad? You might protect." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I thought about it a lot. But honestly, we're gonna cross that bridge when it comes to it. I can't tell you the future now. I'm very supportive with my children. I am, and I make sure that they're open-minded and they respond in a way that they're understood. not disrespected or treated different. They're respectful kids, and if they're asked a question, they know what to say.
Yeah, they get asked. I mean, the older kids, they get asked questions in school. Like, for instance, Gio came home one day. And he tells me, we had a conversation in class. We were talking about how a father not that child's life. And we're having one parent period. And he said that he spoke up in class. He said, "Well, I have three. I have three parents. So what does that mean?" And his teacher was like, "Oh man," and they laughed it off. But he has three parents,
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I feel, gonna end this. I feel like things are gonna get better. And I want you people to know we brought you on the show because I like what you're about. I look into people. I do. I'm the one who looks at the guests, and I thought you guys had a great story to tell, and I think the story's going to be told for a long time from now.
And you're showing love is love, and that's the important thing when it comes to it. Give everybody that might be different, might be in a different type of relationship, hope, and that's what we're all about, making everybody hungry for hope.
Yeah. I'm just some washed-up ex-pro wrestler who tries to spread hope, but
he has a receding hairline also.
Yeah, I got everything, but I love the story. Thank you, brother. How you doing?
Billy, is it tough to concentrate with all the clapping that goes on around you?
All right, but no, I really want to thank you guys.
Is it tough to concentrate with all the clapping that goes on around you?
Nah, but Billy, Michelle, Jessica, I want to thank you guys personally for coming on the show. I feel like we're gonna hear this story a long time from now. I feel like you guys are good people, and I don't like a lot of people. I'm not a people guy.
He doesn't even like me.
I really don't like people. I do this podcast. I find people I kind of like, and it's hard. I don't like people. I can see through people. I can tell when they're fake. I can tell when they're not telling the truth. I can tell when they're bullshitting. And you guys seem like you come off as real people, and I like that.
Well, thank you, Donnie. I will say this. We did get approached by a producer. So you'll be hearing a lot of us soon, and hopefully seeing it soon.
Yeah.
Yes, and I podcast, Hungry for Hope, radio, for giving us this opportunity.
Like I said, I see a big future. Thank you for coming on the Hungry for Hope podcast. Everybody can follow us on the Hungry for Hope Facebook page. They can find me on Facebook, Donnie Charles, and
find Big Time Tim Cudges, who's more important.
And
hey, Donnie, I can say last thing before I go myself.
Yeah, Bill, you're the king, brother. I'm just a peasant. Let him talk.
Hey, for any man out there that is in a love triangle and you're hiding it from your number one lady, be honest at all times. Be honest. Don't beat around the bush. Don't lie to her. If you're gonna be cheating behind her back, stop being a coward. Man up. Tell your woman how you feel about another woman, and if she loves you long enough and strong enough, she probably might accept. And just understand this, as a man, you're going to deal with a lot of heartbreak before you get a break. That's all I wanted to say.
That's awesome words, Billy. Michelle, Jessica, do you have anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Thank you for supporting us. We love you. Potato, Juana, we love you so much. Adam,
together and appreciated and loved.
And you're listening too bad. My son is amazing and beautiful.
Get him. Well, guys, we can't thank you enough. Billy, I'm not legally allowed to vote, but if I could, I'd vote for you when you run for president.
You're better than Kanye.
And, congratulations, and think about me when you're running the world. Guys, we can't thank you enough for being on the show. We're going to get out of here. I'm going to get kicked out of the studio.
Nice calling the cops.
They say I got to go. I have a hard time listening to people. Hey, thanks a lot, guys. Have a great night, and we're out of here.
Tune in next week. Hungry for Hope.
Stay safe, brother. Great talking to you guys.
Tune in next week. Hungry for Hope. Toxic Radio. You already know.
That's all I got.